and we're supposed to be provoking one another to love and good deeds. And as iron sharpens iron, so a brother sharpens a brother, and we know what happens when iron sharpens iron, right? Sparks fly, but we don't have to be afraid of the heat.
All true ministry fundamentally is incarnational. If it's not in and among, and it doesn't have the taste and the smell and the flavor, and you're not rubbing up against one another, it's not true ministry.
Someone once said to me, the kingdom of God grows at the speed of trust. And so if we're not walking vulnerably in love with our brothers and sisters, what are we inviting people into? A superficial, protectionistic, put on your best foot forward kind of fake religious thing, right? And so if we can start with being vulnerable and loving the other, and letting God, by the power of His Spirit, knit us together in the power of His love, then what we invite people into is actually compelling, because it's not an idea, it's a family. It's a community. God did not send a sermon into the world. He didn't send a doctrinal statement into the world around which to unite. He sent His Son into the world and wants us to be in relationship with Him through that relationship with what is essentially love incarnate.
We're not here to convince. We're not here to win this argument. If we can just win this argument that will convince you to embrace our belief system and have sort of ideological victory and this sort of thing. No, we're going to demonstrate the fact that in this city that Jesus is coming back to reestablish the throne of His father David, and He's going to restore all of creation, and there's a beautiful kingdom that the heart of every man, woman, and child throughout the earth yearns for, whether they're even intellectually in touch with that or not.
The informational only becomes transformational when it's relational.
Learning how to function together in love in the midst of a variety of cultures, this is really one of the most essential things if we as a people are to navigate, I'll say, the chaos of the days ahead.
Oftentimes, having to relate with others who are different than us kind of squeezes out of us the things that need refining, because it's easier to love those who are similar. The Volatile Vortex is really the place where 2,000 years of Christian history intersects with 4,000 years of Jewish history, which intersects with 50 plus years of the modern Messianic Jewish movement. But the most important thing, which is beyond cultural preference, beyond even theological conviction, but I believe that God has only given grace to unify in one thing, and that thing is a person, and His name is Yeshua.